The great fact, sun goes round the earth. Please understand. You need to know this fact very clearly. I'll better draw it and show you. Here is the sun. And here is the earth. And here is the moon going round the sun, going round the earth. And earth itself supposed to be going round the sun. Now, sun is not stable as we think. By the time this guy is going around, the earth, we can call it earth, moon and sun. Earth is going around the sun. This guy is also going around the whole. He is also moving. See, this whole galaxy is moving. The whole galaxy is moving, which we call in Sanskrit Hiranyagarbha, which scientists have their own words, black hole, Big Bang, or the energy shaft, whatever they call it. So when this is also going around, something larger. So naturally what happens? By the time this guy goes round, he would have went round earth at least once. Understand? Earth will be going around and sun is all, the whole thing is going around. So naturally what will happen? The earth, the sun would have went round the earth at least once. By the time he finishes the whole round. If you keep the Hiranyagarbha as center, feel this as a Hiranyagarbha. This is Hiranyagarbha, H. Hiranyagarbha is the center and the sun is moving around. When the Hiranyagarbha is the center and sun is moving around, understand, by the time sun finishes one round of Hiranyagarbha, he would have completed at least one circle of earth. So I want you to know, sun goes around the earth, not earth around the sun. Earth may be going around, but we cannot consider that as a reality. It's a lower reality because the time consumption is smaller. The time taken is smaller. So the basic fact, the basic truth, basic foundation to calculate time, the concept of earth going around the sun will not be that precise. The sun going around the earth only can be precise concept. That only can calculate time much more precisely than the concept of earth going around the sun. How did, without any telescope, without any instruments, tools, able to experience such a strong truths and create such strong understandings, revelations? This is the one revelation revealed. I can go on expanding the knowledge of Vedic rishis in the field of astronomy and astrology. How the energy flow of the different planets and stars and their arrangements directly affect the mental setup an energy flow of your body and mind and the nature's flow. It's very strange but true. The knowledge of Indian astronomers on the science of stars, about the arrangement of the stars and the whole astronomy, the whole Indian astronomy and astrology, both systems, came out of this one sutra. This Patanjali's one sutra is responsible for the whole science. Or I can say that whole science's secret Patanjali reveals in this one sutra. The sacred secret embedded in this sutra is meditate, do samyama on the moon energy. Understand? Let me describe exactly the moon energy. Here, there's a beautiful word. Chandre tara vyuha jnanam. Moon energy. Yesterday, I was telling you, when the sun energy will be in peak in your being, when you are in the peak physical pleasure, the sun energy will be peak in your body. Same way, when you fast for one paksha, paksha means from new moon to full moon or full moon to new moon, that 16 days is called as one paksha. Krishna paksha or Sukla paksha. From new moon to full moon is called Sukla paksha. From full moon to new moon, Amavasya, is called Amara Bhaksha or Krishna Bhaksha. Whether it is a Sukla Bhaksha or Krishna Bhaksha, if you fast without solid food, just on liquid food, for the 16 days, your Hara center, Swadhisthana, just below the navel, in Swadhisthana, you will experience extraordinary coolness. That is moon energy. Understand? When you are in the peak of the physical pleasure, you will experience sun energy. So if you visualize the extreme movement, peak movement of the physical pleasure, and connect that with the sun energy, you will have samyama on sun. Now I am teaching you samyama on the moon. At least once in your life, you should try this practice. 16 days of living without solid food. You can take liquid, juices or liquid. 16 days, then on the Hara center, below the navel, Swadhisthana chakra. One important thing, throughout that 16 days, you should continuously do samyama on that navel, the Swadhisthana, Hara center, below the navel. In the night, lie down in the open sky, bring your awareness to your Swadhisthana, below the navel chakra. If needed, have a spatika, pure crystal stone, on Swadhisthana and meditate, do samyama. In Swadhisthana, the moon is alive. Or you have become so big, the moon is in your Swadhisthana. Understand? I am giving you step-by-step instructions. The sacred secrets embedded in the samyamas are getting revealed to world first time. And I'm challenging. I'll prove all these things. Anybody, and it's not that difficult. I can make many of our ashramites, yogis to do these practices and study and prove it. Directly it can be proven. 16 days living on liquid diet, no solid food, because whenever you take more solid food and the necessity for digestion is required, all your energy gets locked in Manipuraga. It never travels to Swadhisthana. So for 16 days you need to give little rest. Give only liquid diet, liquid food for the body. So you don't need to spend too much energy and attention, awareness on digestion. Bring your awareness always to Swadhisthana chakra. In the night time, keep the spatiga, pure crystal, on the Swadhisthana and lie down facing the moon. Do samyama on moon energy. With open eyes or closed eyes, no problem. Feel you have become so big. The moon is in your Swadhisthana. Suddenly the moon energy will be awakened in you. Two things will happen. You will have the complete knowledge of the arrangements of stars and the effect of that arrangement on your system. Understand? Effect of that on your system. Effect of the stars arrangements on your system is very important to know many things about your life. If you can know the effect of the star arrangements on your system, suddenly you will be able to solve thousands of problems in your life. Even enlightenment will become very easy. You just know where you are stuck on your own. Please understand. When Master tells you where you are stuck, you will not be able to trust him, because you may think, he may be telling this to exploit me. You will have your own doubts. Like one sadhu told a blind man who was trying to walk with a frozen snake as a stick. In the Himalayas, in the cold, one snake was frozen. And one blind man thought it's a nice stick, and he started walking with that stick. Sadhu said, "Hey, drop that, it is a snake. When sun comes up, the snake will come back to life. It will bite you." But the blind man thought, no, this sadhu wants this stick, that is why he is asking me to drop it. So sometime you will have your own doubt, but these techniques will teach you. You will have the clarity and awareness where you are stuck. If you know where you are stuck, liberating yourself will be very easy. Many times, the point where you are stuck. And one more thing, if Master asks you something, you are not able to give up that, the existence will snatch that from you forcibly. But by the time existence snatches that from you forcibly, you would have wasted too much time. But this knowledge, this kind of samyamas will teach you so clearly, you don't need to waste your time holding on to those things. for the existence to come and snatch it away from you. Waste of time. So that is the reason Patanjali goes on giving many of these samyamas. This samyama is such wonderful samyama. It can bring two dimensions of knowledge. One, the positions and arrangements of stars. Second, the effect of that on your system. Effect of moon and planets have a direct impact on your system, because you can see in your life, many people, one screw loose, two screw loose and all, during Purnima and Amavasya, full moon day, new moon day, they'll go crazy. Now everybody is looking at their spouse. I am seeing. Or remembering the spouse. If the spouse is not around, they are remembering. I don't know why every man invariably thinks the spouse is one or two screw loose. It's almost like an eternal rule. What to do? Life, sometime, Chandre Tara Vyuha Jnanam. By doing samyama on the moon energy, the knowledge about the arrangement of the stars and effect of those arrangement of stars on your body will be revealed to you. I tell you, especially if you are initiated into Kundalini awakening, means already you have started experiencing the levitation. If your body has started lifting off the ground when you unclutch by initiation, that's what I call already initiated. If you are already initiated, try one or two of these samyamas. I tell you. It's all foolproof, risk-free. You will not go any more crazy. What is there for you to lose? Nothing. Nothing to lose. And try these samyamas. It will be good. It will be really good. These samyamas will give you tremendous courage and confidence to follow the master, to follow this Vedic tradition. I tell you, never ever I have seen Vedantis retaining their confidence on the philosophy and Guru till the end. It is always yogis who experience the effects of samyama reach till the goal. Because to reach the goal, to reach the end, to see the end, to see the final goal, you need tremendous inspiration, enthusiasm, joy, ecstasy, spirit of high achiever. I tell you, Spirit of high achiever. I can say the spirit of high achiever is the direct quality of a spiritual enlightenment. Spirit of high achiever. The spirit of high achiever is always achieved only by yogis who experience this kind of samyamas, who work with this kind of samyamas, who get the glimpses of extraordinary powers. Otherwise, Vedantis make big belly, mouth dirtied by the betel leaf, betel nut and dirty arguments. That's all. Vedantis do not make anything except dirty mouth. It is yogis who practice this kind of samyamas. Even in our own organization I have seen, unless people practice, they become more or less politicians. If you practice this kind of samyamas, you will have the tremendous clarity. I tell you, when you have this kind of experiences through samyama, even the secrets, the sacred secrets behind every Shastra Pramana will be revealed to you. Understand? Sacred secrets behind every Apta Pramana will be revealed to you. Many words I utter to you, even if I am shouting at you, there is a sacred secret behind. Unless you know the sacred secret behind, you will not follow it up, you will miss and mess. Even to understand Master, the sacred secret embedded behind his words, you need little bit of this kind of practices, samyama practices. Try this samyama, 16 days. No solid food, just liquid food. Every night, lie down in the open sky, keep a spatika on your swadhisthana and gaze at the moon. Feel you have become so big that moon is on your swadhisthana. All the other stars are in your inner space. I tell you, you will have the unique, powerful knowledge of the arrangements of stars and its effect on your system. Now we will enter into the samyama. Bring your awareness to the swadhisthana. You can keep your eyes closed or open, that is okay, no problem. Learn to do samyama with open eyes. That will always be powerful. Any samyama which is done with open eyes will become unbroken. See, concentration gets broken by the scene seen by the eyes. But if it cannot be even broken by the seen by the eyes, it becomes strong. Samyama becomes powerful. So visualize, you have become so huge. The moon is in your swadhisthana. Feel the cooling effect of the moon on your swadhisthana. With deep, restful awareness, bring your attention and energy to your swadhisthana, 2 inches below the navel. Visualize the moon and its cooling effect in your swadhisthana. I bless you all to achieve, experience, live, express, radiate, and share the eternal bliss. Nityananda. Thank you.
Trust in you, 'cause you know it's best for me to lead a blissful life, a life with no more strife. I can't believe the things I do, just to spend a little time with you. Nothing will compare, I know you will take care.
You're always showing us compassion, your love is endless like an ocean. Nityananda, Nityananda. My life's become a meditation. Ever since we had a deep connection. Nityananda, Nityananda. Oh, every time I see you, my consciousness expands. Oh, my heart begins to dance. And every time when I think of you, I just start to melt.
Sada Shiva Samarambha Shankaracharya Madhyama Asmadacharya Paryanta Vande Guru Parampara. I welcome you all with my love and respects. I wanted to tell all you guys, whoever is experiencing levitation, practice this unclutching and the neem juice. Morning, drink neem juice at least once. Practice unclutching. Your levitation will become perfect, not just hobbying. It will become perfect. You will experience the complete weightlessness, the pure inner awakening. The lifting off will be very strong. the body should completely lift off the ground when you are in Batmasana or Vajrasana. See, just hopping is not levitation. Lock yourself in Batmasana. That's the most difficult pose. The most difficult pose. Only then the authentic levitation will happen. See, it is not just for fun. The whole prana, samana, vyana, udana, apana should be balanced. And when the perfect levitation happens, the intelligence gets completely awakened. You grasp all the truths through the samyama. See, understand? When the perfect levitation happens in you, catch any idea, meditate on it, you will realize the truth. You will realize it. Now we can enter into samyama. Today's subject is Patanjali's 133rd Sutra, 3rd chapter, 27th verse. Know the sun to know the world. Today's subject is know the sun to know the world. It is a powerful samyama for astral travel. This samyama is the source of astral travel. The sutra, Bhuvanam Jnanam Surye Samyamat. Swami Vivekananda translates this sutra as, through samyama on the sun comes the knowledge of the world. Swami Prabhavananda translates as, by making samyama on the sun, one gains knowledge of the cosmic spaces. Swami Sachidananda translates as, by making samyama on the sun, knowledge of the entire solar system is obtained. Bhagavan Osho translates as, by performing samyama on the sun, knowledge of the solar system is gained. I'll directly reveal the sacred secret on this, from this sutra. Sacred secret embedded on this sutra. Please understand. The ordinary, simple translation says, do samyama on the sun, you will have the knowledge, complete knowledge about the world. But you need to understand the sacred secret in this sutra. Directly doing samyama on the sun is not that easy or that possible immediately. So you need to do two things. One, the effect of the sun in your body. You need to connect the two and do samyama. See, effect of the sun on your body means when your body feels the intense heat of sun, please understand, the maximum heat your body feels only during the peak of sex movement. The peak of the sex movement only, your body feels intense heat of the sun. And if you completely starve, I can say 11 days, almost you faint. That is the point you will feel the peak of the moon energy in your body. So now, do samyama. I am giving you the exact technique. When you experience the intense peak of the physical pleasure in your body, what you feel, remember that heat, feel The sun's heat and that heat are connected. The heat of the sun is available in you as the heat, mulagini, heat of the intense pleasure. Heat of your mulagini, intense pleasure, is from the heat of the sun. Understand that? Source of this heat is that heat. Reflection of that heat is this heat. The sun happening in your body is mulagini. Mulagini happening in the cosmos is sun. Connect these two and meditate. Do samyama. You are expected to visualize the sun in your root chakra on the sun. Feel the sun is in your root chakra and the sun itself is in your root chakra. Understand? It is two-way. Sun in your root chakra, but sun itself is in your root chakra. So you have to become that big. Visualize as cosmos, you are sitting in your root chakra, the original sun is shining. If you think your body, feel the sun is in your root chakra. If you feel sun is in your root chakra, remember you are the cosmos. Only then sun can be in your root chakra. Physical sun is in your mental root chakra. The mental sun is in your physical root chakra. In your physical root chakra, feel the mental sun. In the physical sun, feel your mental root chakra. Means connecting these two. You becoming the cosmos, cosmos becoming you. The Brahmanda entering into Pindanda. Do the samyama. Complete knowledge about the cosmos, stars, astrology will simply happen like a revelation. Jyotisha. This is a powerful technique for astral travel and for all astrologers. If you are practicing astrology or interested in practicing astrology, do this samyama. Just like that you will be able to predict. Just like that you will be able to predict. Visualize. You are the whole cosmos, sky. In your root chakra, the original sun is shining. When you do this samyama, you just know how the stars are moving, how the energy flow is happening, how the whole cycle is moving. The intense joy of being in the cosmos. Understand? Whenever you do this kind of samyamas, if your body lifts off in a proper rhythmic way, understand? The samyama is becoming reality in you. It should not just be hopping. It should be complete lifting off and landing. Smooth landing. It should be complete lifting off and smooth landing. Understand? Visualize the maximum heat in your root center is sun. Sun is the peak mulagini of you, the whole cosmos. You are the cosmos. When you are cosmos, sun is the mulagini for you. When you are in the body, mulagini is sun for you. So intensely feel, do samyama, on sun, which is in your Mulagini. Today whole day take up some intense work, some seva. This heat will stay in your system as an intense energy. Do two things. Verbally, talk to as many people as possible, the transformation you had. Second, do as much as possible physical work. Next 24 hours, do this as a spiritual practice, as samyama. Do some seva whole day and talk to as many people as possible, the transformation you had. I'll see that the energy which is poured in you now, that happened in you now as samyama, will stay in you permanently and expand. My blessings. I bless you all. Let us all have, achieve, experience, live, express, radiate and share the eternal bliss, Nityananda. Thank you.
Putting all my trust in you, 'cause you know it's best for me to lead a blissful life, a life with no more strife. I can't believe the things I do, just to spend a little time with you. Nothing will compare. I know you will take care.
You're always showing us compassion. Your love is endless like an ocean. Nityananda, Nityananda. My life's become a meditation. Ever since we had a deep connection. Nityananda, Nityananda. Oh, every time I see you, my consciousness expands. Oh, my heart begins to dance. And every time when I think of you, I just start to melt. So much beauty to be felt. Yeah. Ooh, 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 ooh.
I welcome you all with my love and respects. When you share with community, cosmos showers on you. Understand? This is a law of creation of the wealth. Law of creating wealth is when it is shared, you are showered. There is no rich man who became rich just by being miser. There is no poor man who have become poor by giving. It's a law of nature. By giving, never anybody has become poor. By holding, never anybody has become rich. It's a law of nature. So my blessings to Atlanta Satsang Center. And I tell you, now they will set a trend for evolving more and more and more satsang centers, temples and communities. One more important thing, today I am launching series of programs, N workshops. See, these programs I have designed specially to the people who want the rich knowledge of the Vedic tradition, but who can't understand or completely comprehend Vedic tradition. They will be put off if they see this Rudraksha. But they want what I am uttering, what I am adding to their life. Only the portable knowledge they want to enrich their life. So there's millions of people waiting for that. And I do not want to deny Vedic knowledge for them. I feel, let them also have it. Tadastu. Krishna says, do not break anybody's faith. See, they have faith in anti-Vedic tradition. Why to break? And Krishna says, add, enrich everybody's life as much as you can. In Gita very clearly Krishna says, don't break anybody's faith. So they feel the spirituality should be, or the great truth should be away from religion. I don't want to break their faith. I say, all right, tatastu, as you ask, as you want, let it happen to you. So there are a lot of people who do not straight away connect with the spirituality or religion or God or this non-portable lifestyle of Hinduism, Vedic tradition. But they want all the great rich knowledge to enrich their life. So I am announcing program Enrich. Enrich. And Libliss workshop for breakthrough. It will be a 3 hours workshop. Libliss workshop for the stress-free productivity. It's a 6-hour program. Libliss workshop for fulfillment and success. 2-day, full 2-day program. And Libliss workshop, leap into leadership consciousness. 2 full days. So first Libliss workshop will be conducted from today in Bididi. If you wanted to know more details about any of these workshops, write to the mail ID nworkshops@nityananda.org. nworkshops@nityananda.org. So now we are evolving almost in a university mold. I wanted to evolve 2 things. One, which adds to the knowledge part of your personality. See, many people want only knowledge to enrich their life. So, an institution to do only that job, like university, enriching you so that you can live your life in a much better way. Another one part, promoting the non-portable products, non-portable lifestyle, like Rudraksha, diet, vegetarian diet, this Vedic way of dressing, all these things. So, now I am launching the university side, university component of our mission, sharing this knowledge, enriching people. All right, now let us enter into the subject. Today's subject, Kundalini and health. Kundalini and health. Let me define Kundalini exactly, especially for the sake of newcomers. Kundalini is an extraordinary inner potential energy which is in every human being. Once awakened, not only can bring tremendous physical health and mental health and emotional fulfillment, can bring extraordinary powers, can manifest extraordinary experiences and powers in your personality, extraordinary joy in your personality. Please understand, when systematically awakened, it can add to extraordinary power, strength, energy. It is time-tested, foolproof, side-effect-free, science evolved, experimented, experienced, expressed by the great Vedic inner scientists, rishis. Here, offered to you from the unbroken lineage, we call it Karana Parampara, means only heard from guru to disciple, guru to disciple. Karana Parampara means never written. Guru teaches to disciple, disciple teaches to his disciple. Succession of unbroken lineage of enlightened beings. It is transmitted, and now it is here available to all of you as one of the great signs. One unique thing we did as our contribution, doing modern day scientific study on this Kundalini awakening. As you are all maybe aware, the last inner awakening we did a research, scientific study on group of people. Whoever had initiation, actually whoever accepted to participate in the program, all the people who participated, of course all of them had initiation every day. Within 18 days of Kundalini awakening initiation, all of them had 1300% of increase in mitochondria cell energy level, which is groundbreaking, earth shattering, because maximum the mitochondria cell energy level can be increased by any available drug, therapy, yoga, exercise, only 30 to 40%. But this process has increased the mitochondria energy level to 1300%. I think this doing scientific study, validating it and presenting it to the world. All the participants who participated had this experience. This is what is our contribution. When the Kundalini is awakened, not only it brings tremendous energy into your mitochondria cell energy level, it completely recreates, rejuvenates your inner organs. I'll now continue my studies and prove how this Kundalini awakening heals, replaces, replenishes, rejuvenates, recreates the organs. Please understand, I am making this statement very consciously. Even the internal organs are recreated by the Kundalini awakening. And Kundalini awakening can directly make you young, not just look young. It can really make you young, because the mitochondria cell, if it becomes old and tired and starts dying, that is the aging process and death process. When the mitochondria cell energy is drastically improved, the degradation, deterioration and death of the mitochondria cell energy is stopped. So naturally it becomes anti-aging. The aging process stops. Not only you will look younger, you will be younger. This is the best technique to grow young. In your muscle memory, you have layers and layers of muscle memory. Understand this one truth. You are almost like visualize this. You are made out of layers and layers of clothes. For example, 25 saris are put one on another and pressed tightly. On that material you are made. Each layer sari is one layer of your engrams. For example, at the age of 3, all your desire, fear, greed, anger, pain, pleasure, everything is dependent on your mother's physical nearness. I am giving you an example. If mother's physical nearness is there, it is joy. If it is not there, it is pain. If there is an insecurity, it may not be there at all, that is a fear. Everything revolves around your mother's physical nearness. At the age of 7, all your fear, greed, anger, pain, pleasure revolves around the toys you have. At the age of 10, all your pain, fear, greed, everything revolves around the need of friends. Living toys you have. If you have more friends, you feel more joy. Less friend, pain. And fear of losing a friend. Pleasure of having one more friend. Everything revolves around your friends, having friends. That's one more layer. Around the age of 14, everything revolves around not just a friend. You evolve to a deeper relationship partner. It may not be always the other gender. It may be even among your friend, but one partner, kind of a person with whom you completely open up, with whom you can share your life. So now all your fear, greed, pleasure, pain revolves around the person, your partner. That is one more layer. Then after some time, it revolves around a need for a life partner, a lover, beloved. So like this, each layer of your biomemory is compressed and your body is made out. Awakening the Kundalini will completely liberate you from all these layers and layers of muscle memory, which is responsible for all your physical disorders and mental disorders. I tell you, the fears you had around your mother, the fears you had around your toys, the fears you had around your friend, fears you had around your partner, fears you have around your soulmate will be in the same trend. I can challenge. When your mother's physical presence was taken away from you at the age of 3, how your breathing was chaotic, frightened, insecure. Exactly that same breathing trend will be there when your beloved says no to your relationship and breaks from you. It will be exactly same, maybe a little deeper, because your body has grown. Otherwise, it is layer by layer by layer by layer. The trend is same, only different layers. The trend is same, only different layers. I tell you, the trend is that 7 chakra. Greed, fear, worry, need, comparison, jealousy, and asserting, ego, and unfulfilled feeling. This is the trend. And layer by layer, on the same trend, every cloth gets colored. The first cloth is your mother's physical presence. Second cloth is your toys. Third cloth is your friend. Fourth cloth is little deeper close friend, partner. Fifth cloth is life partner, soulmate. Sixth cloth may be the wealth. All these are layers and layers and layers of cloth. All these clothes gets colored by these 7 colors. You are nothing but a toy made out of layers of clothes colored in these 7 trends. That's it. Kundalini will completely wash you. Why do you think people are jumping when the Kundalini is awakened? I am putting them in a washing machine. I am a huge laundry. When you put clothes in the washing machine, what will happen? All the churning happens. My presence is the washing machine. Words are the detergent. And the joy which the Kundalini awakening creates in your body is the water. That is why you run around. Grr, 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 grr. Yan Kriya is the power supply. And after that, after we wash it and finish it, we just dry, iron it, and put the label, enlightened, and send it to the world. N clothes, like energy beads. I can tell you, in the ashram, especially after I started giving this Kundalini awakening initiation, our medical bill has fallen 90%. Earlier, if it was monthly 100 rupee, now it has come down to 10 rupee. Understand? I have all kinds of sick people around me. I am more like an hospital. But even with this all kinds of sick people, if 90% of the medical bill drops, then understand the power of this Kundalini awakening. You don't need to go for testimony anywhere around. Just my Biddi campus is enough. One lady goes to hospital for the brain transplantation of her husband. Doctor asks her, what kind of brain do you want for your husband? If it is scientist's brain, it will cost $50,000. If it is doctor's brain, it will cost $60,000. If it is lawyer's brain, it will cost $1 million. She was shocked. Usually the rate will be fixed based on the people's demand. Who will demand lawyer's brain? She asked, anyhow, I am not going to choose. But I wanted to know, who in the hell chooses lawyer's brain? You are praising it $1 million. He says, no, it is not because of demand. You do not know how many lawyers said we need to open to get half a pound brain. Then understand how much people have become healthy. It's a very powerful technique. You don't need to do anything. Just sit around the washing machine, that's all. When the clothes around you, next to you are getting churned, don't have fear. Sometimes they will slap on you also. And I know there are few who do purposely. And this is the time to slap. Kundalini awakening is Sarva Roga Nivarani. It alters the very setup of your basic units of the body. If you call it DNA or molecular level or genetical level, whatever is the basic unit of your physical construction is thoroughly altered by Kundalini awakening. All it takes is Yan Kriya and Master's presence. Yan Kriya is almost like a hammering the Kundalini snake which is just sleeping. When you hammer a snake, what will happen? And this snake cannot be killed. That's the important thing. It will just wake up and reach your crown center. Vomit nectar, not poison. This snake is a snake filled with nectar, not poison. I can tell you, when the Kundalini is awakened, your skin starts shining because layer by layer your engrams get cleaned. Layer by layer, the Kundalini energy gets infused. I am seeing very serious problems, tumors, very serious illnesses, long time back pain, long time depression, all these disappearing by this levitation, the Kundalini awakening. I only wanted to insist on sitting in Padmasana and continuously unclutching even while levitation is happening in you, so that it became a proper, beautiful thing in the sky and beautifully landing. Even while levitation is happening, unclutch. Continue to unclutch. I will now initiate all of you into this powerful Yan Kriya, which is a direct process for awakening the Kundalini. Houston, Dhyanatma's mother, don't drink water, you are going to do Kriya now. How will you do what? Do Kriya. Before this Kriya, at least 10-20 minutes, don't eat or drink anything because your body needs to be a little free. And these guys forget you are sitting in my presence. You may forget, but I am remembering. That is the power of Nayana Diksha. See, if you are seeing me, You need to be continuously alert to do whatever I am saying. But if I am also seeing you, you can be rest assured you are doing it properly. Otherwise, I am going to catch you. The constant, vigilant eyes of the master is on you to guide, direct, evolve. I am telling you, really I am so happy for all the centers who are having the two-way video conferencing, because the initiation, not only giving you the technique, I am ensuring you are doing it properly. And Nayana Diksha, when master sees you, a special kind of energy falls on you. Initiation happens in you. Constantly I am seeing people who are sincerely doing it, attending it, and able to connect with them more, able to give some special instructions if needed. I tell you, you seeing me, okay, but not that great, like master seeing you, me seeing you. Because when I see you, you cannot drink water now. You have to do the Kriya properly. It's almost like a directly sitting in front of me and being guided. And one nice thing, this 360-degree vision also comes handy now. I am seeing all over the world. But even one person moving anywhere, doing a small mischief, I will know just like that. You can tell very clearly. Even the person who is sitting in the last row in Singapore, I can say very clearly, he is not sitting properly. The guy white t-shirt, last row, he is constantly moving around. It is very nice to be in the direct eyes of the master and do this kind of extraordinary processes. Yesterday there was a Vibhuti materialization in Houston, Padukas. In the website they reported mistakenly as a New York. The moment I saw the Paduka on the photograph, I said, no, it looks like Houston. How do you say it's a New York? Then they said, yes, Swamiji, we will alter it. Now by seeing again and again different centers, I just know which center has Paduka and background, cloth, everything. It is always good not only seeing the master, be seen by the master. Being seen by the master, so that it becomes easy. Let me enter into the Kriya, initiation. Please understand. I'll give you the instruction now. Don't do now. We'll start next. The first step. Please understand. It is one of the most powerful, sacred secret from the Saraswati civilization directly. I do not know how many thousands of years before this secret was discovered and evolved to awaken the intense inner potential energy of your body and alter the very basic unit of your body, which you may call as a DNA or molecular or genetical system, whatever you call it, to alter the whole thing for good. Now I am making this science available to you all after doing thorough scientific study and observation. And I tell you, no side effect, no negative effect, only side effect is health and bliss. Do it with courage, and sincerity. My only request is energy, even while others create it. This is what I call passive kriya, like a passive smoking. How a passive smoking also affects a person who is not directly smoking, same way passive kriya also brings health to you. If you are sitting around the people who are levitating, if 7 people are levitating in the group where you are sitting, I guarantee within 21 days your body will catch levitation. Because your muscle memory is very intelligent. Even without you doing a kriya, if you are sitting with a group of people who are levitating, your muscle memory will catch it and it will start jumping. It will start doing it. I bless you all. Let you all achieve, experience, live, radiate, express, and share the eternal bliss, Nityananda. Thank you.
Putting all my trust in you, 'cause you know it's best for me to lead a blissful life, a life with no more strife. I can't believe the things I do, just to spend a little time with you, nothing will compare. I know you will take care.
You're always showing us compassion. Your love is endless like an ocean. Nityananda, Nityananda. My life's become a meditation. Ever since we had a deep connection. Nityananda, Nityananda. Oh, every time I see you, my consciousness expands. Oh, my heart begins to dance. And every time when I think of you, I just start to melt. So much beauty to be felt.
I welcome you all with my love and respects. Understand, one blind man regularly goes to have Ramakrishna's darshan. One day, somebody asks him, with so much of difficulty from Calcutta, all the way you come to Ramakrishna's place so regularly. You are blind, you can't see him. Why are you going? Then he says very beautifully, I may not be able to see him, but he will see me. Understand? You seeing the master is not important. Master seeing you is important. One guy says, I am planning to get married to Miss Universe. The friend asks, how? No, I know her father very well. This guy says, that is true, but that may be true. How can you get married? Does he know you? He says, that only we have to work out. You knowing him is not important. He knowing you is important. You knowing the master, you seeing the master is not that important. Another thing, when you see him also, you are not going to see the truth, reality. But when he sees you, he sees the reality in you. It's called Nayana Diksha. Just by seeing, he washes, cleanses all the unnecessary parts from your system and purifies you. Sri Manisha, this two-way video conferencing facility, call this as a Nayana Diksha. You seeing him is not that important. The real important thing is he seeing you. So gather in the temples, satsangs, centers. Let's enter into today's subject. Secret of clairvoyance. Today's subject. That is the reason I started doing the clairvoyance job, then entering into the subject. Now all of you will understand thoroughly whatever I am describing, because I did the job already. Secret of clairvoyance. Subject is Secret of Clairvoyance. Sutra is 132nd Sutra in 3rd chapter, 26th verse. In Patanjali's Yoga Sutras. Pravritti aloka nyasat sukshma vyavahita viprakrishta jnanam. I'll translate this sutra. Through samyama on the effulgent light comes the knowledge of the fine and the abstracted and the remote. This is the translation by Swami Vivekananda. Prabhavananda translates as, by making samyama on the inner light, one obtains knowledge of what is subtle, hidden or far distant. Swami Satchidananda translates as, by samyama on the light within, the knowledge of the subtle, hidden and remote is obtained. Note, subtle as atoms, hidden as treasure, remote as far distant lands. I am talking about the sutra now, so that it will be on record for the generations to practice. Let me exactly give you the sacred secret embedded in the sutra. By doing samyama on the Swayam Prakasa which is in you, self-effulgent, superphysical light in you, you will have the knowledge about hidden, distant and subtle. Understand? Subtle like atoms, hidden as treasures, remote as far as distant lands. The sacred secret is, do samyama on the superphysical, self-effulgent light in you. In every one of you it is there. That light is responsible for your skin shining. There is a superphysical, self-effulgent light in all of you, which is shining in your eyes, which is shining on your skin. Which is shining in your being. Do samyama on it. How to do samyama on it? Two ways you can do samyama on it. One, sit in front of mirror. Gaze at your own reflection. I am giving you the exact technique. Gaze at your own reflection. After one cycle, the reflection will lose its separate dimensions and parts. It will become almost like just a lump of light without having a clear hands, legs, head, without having a clear picture. It will become almost like a lump of light. Please understand. When you gaze at the light intensely, the independent, definite shape on your form will melt down. You will only feel like you are a light, like egg ball. It will usually be egg ball, like a light in the shape of egg. That is what is called Swayam Prakasa, self-effulgent, superphysical light. That is what we call in Sanskrit Linga. Understand? When you gaze at your own image, all the attributes you attributed on your form will melt down. You will just see a light ball. If you are able to see the light ball, you are a Lingodbhava. Kind of a self-effulgent light ball. Now, do samyama on that light in your inner space. Now turn that light in your inner space. Do samyama on it. When you do samyama on that light on your inner space, first thing, even your subtlest thoughts and moods and the happenings in your system, you will understand. Not only thoughts, moods, even the physical changes. If your pressure increases, you will know. Self-diagnostic method. If your diabetic increases, you will know. If your diabetic increases, you will know. If your body is aging, you will know. If you are becoming healthy, you will know. All the subtlest happenings, whether it is on atomic level or molecular level, you will just know. Not only that, by doing samyama on that light, projecting it on wherever you want, you will be able to find out all the hidden treasures, hidden thoughts in others' mind, hidden intentions in others' minds, hidden thoughts, hidden treasures in others' minds. and you will be able to find out the distant land things are things in the minds of the people who are in faraway places. Almost like a distance between you and the cosmos disappears. Just like how when your Kundalini is awakened and the feeling connection happens between you and the Master, the distance between you and him disappears. I am sitting here, people are sitting around the world, somewhere here and there, thousands of miles away. See the effect of the presence. Feeling connection. Hand moves here, the vibration starts in San Jose. How many miles distance? And it's not that it is happening because we have a modern day technology. No. It can happen just by the remembrance. It's possible. When you look at your own form in the mirror, gaze at it for more than one cycle, then the energy ball which you see in the mirror, it will happen within 10 days. Just 10 days, morning once, evening once. 21 minutes, sit and gaze your own form on the mirror. You will see it becomes an energy ball instead of your form. So just do samyama on that energy ball in your inner space. You will see the extraordinary energy expressing. Whenever you project that energy ball on any person, you know the subtle thoughts in him. When you project that energy ball on any distant land, you know all the secrets about that land. You know that when you project that energy ball on any place, you know that hidden treasures. Subtle, hidden, distant. All the three can be known just by the samyama on this super physical self-effulgent light. In Sanskrit we have the word very beautifully, pravritti alokanyasat. Even if you can't practice for next 21 days, you can gaze at the Master now, you will see that light ball. Master Swami is always in the form of a light ball. And just do samyama on that light ball inside. You will immediately see, and the feeling connection will happen. I bless you all who are sitting with us around the world at this moment. Let all of you achieve, experience, live, express, radiate, and share the eternal bliss. Nityananda. Thank you.
Putting all my trust in you, 'cause you know it's best for me to lead a blissful life, a life with no more strife. I can't believe the things I do, just to spend a little time with you. Nothing will compare. I know you will take care.
You're always showing us compassion. Your love is endless like an ocean. Nityananda, Nityananda. My life's become a meditation. Ever since we had a deep connection. Nityananda, Nityananda. Oh, every time I see you, my consciousness expands. Oh, my heart begins to
सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome you all with my love and respects. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, Samajis, Satsangis who are sitting with us around the world. Today we are entering into a very important subject. I can call this as a Sutra for inner nuclear power. The last sutra, Patanjali was preparing us for a deep love and friendliness. The reason was, he is going to reveal some of the very powerful, very deep, power-related secrets. Secrets to experience the highest spiritual powers, the nuclear power, inner nuclear power. See, the risk with this great science is, just like nuclear power, it can be misused. See, if the nuclear power is used creatively, in no time we will produce enough food for the whole world. We can produce all the clothes necessary for the whole world. We can create all the luxuries which are only now part of few people as a normal life to every human being. If this nuclear energy is used creatively, so much can be done. But unfortunately, unconsciousness of human being and the tendency of handful of people that all should not be equal to them. Please understand, poverty is not because of any other reason except the ego and arrogance, the jealousy carried, cherished by just few, not even million, few thousand people in the planet Earth. The highest luxuries and comforts which they are having in their life should not become part of regular life, normal life for all human beings. That is the only reason why still poverty is in the planet Earth. Poverty cannot be eradicated by charity. For last thousands of years, thousands of charitable organizations are trying to remove poverty. No. Poverty can be eradicated only by conscious people getting into the power of making decisions. Just if we stop creating nuclear weapons and divert 1/10 of that energy in creative side, food, shelter, medical care, clothes, all the luxuries can become part of normal life, the decision makers need to respect consciousness. Human beings are not accidents. They are incidents happening in the planet Earth for a higher purpose. Just this one understanding, if it penetrates the decision makers, you think we don't have wealth? You think we don't have intelligence? No. We just don't have love, heart. It is lack of love responsible for poverty and suffering in the planet Earth, not lack of infrastructure. I tell you, humanity has reached the fulfillment of the outer infrastructure on January 1st, 1978. After that only I landed on the planet Earth. I am not making any stories or jokes. I tell you, humanity has reached whatever necessary for the outer world fulfillment. At least 2 cycles before my advent of birth. When I landed, I saw very clearly, now the humanity needs only one thing. It is inner awakening. When I assumed my body, I was very clearly planning what is the real knowledge or the essence we need to carry. See, when you go for a trip, tour, you know the purpose and you pack up based on that. If it is a trekking, you base trekking shoes and all those things. If it is spiritual tourism, you pack up things necessary for that. For every tourism, you pack up things which is required. So before landing, I saw very clearly what really needs. What is the need of planet Earth for me to pack up? I saw very clearly it is love and consciousness, nothing else. Planet Earth does not need intelligence to create infrastructure. It needs little more consciousness and love in the heart of the decision makers. Just 2-3 things. The amount of energy we put on producing weapons to destroy others, in that only 1/10 of energy if we divert it to creativity. The amount of money we spend to protect our borders, 1/10 of that money if we decide to share with the neighboring countries, there will not be poverty in the neighboring countries and they will not try to penetrate your fence and they will not go on digging tunnels to come into your country. It is just little bit of consciousness on decision makers. Just a simple decision to make all the things available to us as a normal life for human beings. Just like atomic power can be used or misused. It can be used to produce whatever human beings need for all human beings on the planet Earth. Or it can be misused to destroy the whole planet Earth without human beings. Either it can be used to create whatever luxuries available on the planet Earth, or it can be used to destroy whatever is there in the planet Earth. The whole life can be wiped out. The concept of wealth, which encourages continuous creation, the concept of wealth which continuously encourages creation, not which leads human beings towards destruction, which leads human beings towards creation. One side, millions of human beings are dying because they don't have medical care. Other side, millions of human beings are killed because they wanted to retain their boundary. One side, millions are dying without food. Other side, millions are dying because of too much of eating. Starving and obesity. It is just consciousness which is needed, not the infrastructure. What is going on? I think I need to really create this question towards all the people who are decision making on the planet Earth. 6 billion people, at least 2 billion are working full time. And all our ancestors have created so much of intelligence and infrastructure, machineries and system. What are you guys are doing? Still, if you are not able to provide food, clothes, medical care and basic comforts for the 6 billion people, something is seriously wrong. The right way of using power. Patanjali is now going to talk about the great science of inner nuclear power. That is why he wants you to be prepared before initiating you into the power. It's a very powerful technique. Unless you prepare yourself with the last technique, means doing samyama and love, doing samyama and friendliness, you should not enter into this process. Please understand. If you enter into today's process without doing samyama and love and friendliness, without creating heart, friendliness, love in you, if you create power, it will be almost like a nuclear weapons being caught in the hands of terrorists. Very dangerous. The nuclear weapons are caught in the hands of terrorists. It is not only dangerous for themselves, dangerous for the whole world. Not only dangerous for the whole world, dangerous for themselves. Because the terrorist is already in the tendency of suicidal. And when a man is in that mood of suicidal, he will not bother to destroy the whole world. Because he thinks, anyhow, I am not going to exist. Why others should exist? Let everybody die. Only a man who is interested in life, love, interested in living, The man who is interested in living. Only man who is interested in living and life should enter into this samyama. It is 131st Sutra of Patanjali Yoga Sutras and 3rd chapter, 25th verse. Subject is awaken your inner power, unleash your inner power. The sutra is Baleshu Asti Baladini. A very powerful sutra. Swami Vivekananda translates this sutra as through samyama on the strength of the elephant and other creatures, their respective strength comes to the yogi. Swami Prabhavananda translates as by making samyama of any kind of strength, such as that of the elephant, one obtains that strength. Swami Sachidananda translates as by samyama on the strength of the elephants and such other such animals, their strength is obtained. Before entering into the sutra, I wanted you to understand few basic truths. You are not as solid as you think. You are just liquid. Any shape your inner space takes, your inner essence also takes that same space. You are what you think you are. You are what you do samyama as you are. You are what you strongly believe you as you are. Whatever you contemplate in your inner space, consciously, you express that in your life. You can see the living proof of this in so many great yogis' life in Vedic tradition. When Ramakrishna did samyama on the attitude of being a woman and serving Devi, he calls it Saki Bhava. He felt he is the servant of Devi, woman servant of Devi, maid of Devi. And the biography says, literally he had periods. All the physical expressions of women in his body. Same way, when he did samyama on Hanuman, visualizing himself as a monkey and servant of Rama, he says, and there are records, from his backbone the tail has started growing. Even tails started happening. And in the recent days, Swami Chinmoy, Sri Chinmoy, a powerful yogi, great Indian yogi, lived in New York. He can lift just like that elephants. He will literally lift elephants. He will make a platform, make elephant stand on it and lift it. I have seen in my life, my own master, mentor, Yogi Yoganandapuri, Raghupati Yogi, he will lift any size stones, any size rocks. I have seen with my eyes, not even using both hands. He will just roll in one hand. I really lost respect for the concept of weight after living around him. He'll just roll in one hand, huge rocks, taller than him, and just give one kick, they will roll. I still remember in Arunachala Hill, there was a huge rock. At least 10 feet tall, huge rock. For some reason, he was talking about that rock when we were sitting there. Then suddenly he said, "Come on, let us move this rock." I said, "Only we two are here, how can we move?" He said, "Two are not needed, you just keep quiet." And he just moved it with one hand. I was shocked. But I thought maybe it was standing on a cliff and he just pushed it. Then I realized, after he showed the next step, he just lifted it and moved. Of course, difficult for normal logical mind to believe, but when you see, nothing can be done. Forget about all these extraordinary old yogis. See in our ashram, everybody knows when the Kundalini is awakened, how you lift 3 times more your weight. The other day I was talking to a weight trainer. He said, maximum a man can lift only, a normal people who especially who don't practice this weightlifting and all, they can lift equivalent to their weight. That itself is lot of difficulty. But in our ashram, whoever is initiated now into yellow, at least we have 100 yogis in our ashram who has lifted 3 times more than their weight. When they get into samyama, 3 times more weight they are able to lift. I can say, this samyama we already proved. We can now scientifically prove this samyama. How? When a person gets into that samyama and Kundalini awakens, the extraordinary strength is expressed through the body. I can see normally, especially brahmacharinis who can't even lift more than 10-15 kg, are lifting 150 kg. The Kundalini, power of samyama. Before entering into the sutra, understand these 3 things. You are what you think you are. You are not solid as you think, you are liquid. So the change of shape of your inner space changes the personality of you. Third, samyama on anything expresses those qualities physically in your life, not just mentally, physically. This sutra is a powerful technique to achieve whatever you want. Patanjali is an intelligent guy. He is a very intelligent guy. That is why he first teaches you to be loving and compassionate consciousness. Then he gives you the technique to achieve whatever you want. Baleshu hasti baladini. By doing samyama on anything, like elephants, the powers of that can be gained. For example, if you do samyama on elephant, you being an elephant, you will just express that power, strength of elephant. If you do samyama, you being tiger, you will just express that strength of the tiger. If you just do samyama, you being lion, you will express that strength of that lion. Any samyama you do, you will express that extraordinary power. Ramakrishna calls it as bhava samadhi. In any bhava you enter, that bhava intensely expresses through you. Even your body changes. I'll do a study and prove. I'll make our yogis, brahmacharis and brahmacharinis whose kundalini is awakened, who are able to do samyama. I'll make them do samyama on elephant and prove this power of this samyama. If they are able to lift normally X amount of weight, I'll prove through this samyama they will be able to lift 10x, 10 times more weight. I'll prove, you'll see. If their weight is 50 kg, if they are able to lift only 50 kg with all effort, struggle, I'll make them do samyama. This samyama, and awaken the kundalini, and prove 10 times more weight they will be able to lift. It's a powerful samyama process. Especially if your kundalini is awakened, if you are already levitating, understand? This samyama will immediately work on you. Only thing I want to tell you, first do samyama on love, compassion, so that when you get this kind of deeper samyamas and express extraordinary powers, you will not misuse it. You will not abuse it. You will not destroy people using the inner powers. Inner powers are dangerous if you are not intelligent. Inner powers are really dangerous if you are not matured. samyama on anything will make that happen in you. Bhava, the attitude or visualization you enter becomes reality. Any bhava you enter into becomes your life. Any bhava you assume on yourself becomes living reality. That is why I constantly insist on all our ashramites, devotees, enter into the bhava of the leader. Enter into the bhava of your master. Do samyama on your master. You will imbibe all the qualities of the master. His intelligence, his walk, his clarity, his pure inner space, his strength will express in your being his strong commitment and dedication. Or if you don't trust the master that much, at least do samyama on those qualities. If you don't think master is personification of those qualities, just directly do samyama on those qualities. But doing samyama on these great leadership qualities, but you should do samyama clearly defining. You cannot just say, all good qualities, let it happen. No, that doesn't work. You should pick up specific, clear instruction. Joy, always joy. Defined words, words which your mind takes cognizance, which it can grasp. Try this samyama today. Clear idea. First, pick up this one samyama. Meditate on elephant. Just completely center yourself on elephant, feeling you are elephant. You have all the strength of elephant. Your whole body is filled with the intense strength of elephant. And see within 24 hours how your whole strength level changes. I'll do a thorough study on this samyama. Even the muscle strength and power and bone strength changes. Now we have, after all, many machineries can study the bone strength and muscle strength. I'll make these yogis do the samyama on the elephant just for 1 week. Morning half an hour, evening half an hour. Awaken the Kundalini and do the samyama, and I'll prove within a week how the bone strength and the muscle strength drastically increases. Anybody who has diseases related to strength, like arthritis, osteoporosis, all the diseases related to strength can be completely healed by this samyama. This samyama is specially for that. Now, enter into the samyama. I tell you, only once if you are initiated into samyama, Kundalini awakening, it is like a master key. Anything you want, you can achieve. You can apply that science anywhere you want. Patanjali goes on giving you hundreds of samyamas. If you want that, go and open that door. That's it. If you want this, go and open that door. It's like 100 treasury rooms are there. You have a master key. Any treasure you want, go and open that. That's it. Close your eyes and sit. Intensely do samyama on elephant. Visualize you are a strong, powerful elephant. As Patanjali describes, Baleshu Hasti Baladini. Let the samyama on the strength of the elephant happen in all of you. Let you all experience intense physical strength and power, health of elephant. Strong elephant. I bless you all. Let you all achieve, experience, live, express, radiate and share the eternal bliss. Nityananda. Thank you.
Putting all my trust in you, 'cause you know it's best for me to lead a blissful life, a life with no more strife. I can't believe the things I do, just to spend a little time with you. Nothing will compare. I know you will take care.
You're always showing us compassion. Your love is endless like an ocean. Nityananda, Nityananda. My life's become a meditation. Ever since we had a deep connection. Nityananda, Nityananda. Oh, every time I see you, my consciousness expands. Oh, my heart begins to dance. And every time when I think of you, I just start to melt. So much beauty to be found.
Sadashivasamarambam Shankaracharya-madhyamam Asmadacharya-paryantam Vande Guru-paramparam. I welcome you all with my love and respects. Today's subject for the satsang is wealth, creation and sustenance. I can say life can be equated to two things. One, the ability to achieve what you want in the inner or outer world, or just getting stuck in both the world. These are the only two equations. As on now, at least people who are sitting in front of me, I can say very clearly, there is nobody who doesn't want wealth. Everybody wants it. But they do not increase the life in them to the level they want it. Wealth can be equated to the life energy you express. Straight equation. Because as on now, a normal man has wealth as the first priority in the life. So be very clear, if you do not have wealth, don't blame anybody, just you are not expressing life in you. Life energy is not happening in you. You may think, what an incarnation has to do with wealth? Why Swamiji should talk about wealth? I can tell you, wealth itself is not wrong. Your concept about wealth, if it is correct and proper, not only it will not be wrong, it will be right. I wanted to present first few basic concepts about wealth properly. First, when a man decides to create wealth, not steal, understand, you will have wealth and the great fulfillment you lived. And your whole energy will be towards the creation, not destroying others. I am seeing very clearly the fellows who are interested in destroying others, going after people, harassing them, they are completely dull, dead. In their very consciousness, they are poor. I tell you, the consciousness attitude which works towards creating wealth makes you non-violent, because your whole energy becomes creative. Creating wealth brings tremendous interest in life and non-violence. First, I have to clear all the wrong concepts about wealth. Only then I should talk about wealth. Otherwise, you will not be able to grasp why an incarnation, a Paramahamsa should talk about wealth, why a sannyasi should talk about wealth. Only he can talk about wealth because he has gone beyond wealth. He cannot be made wealthy by wealth. Only a man who cannot be made wealthy by wealth has a right to talk all the secrets about wealth. Only those methods of grabbing, stealing, robbing is wrong, sin. Otherwise, creating wealth, if you are contributing something directly to the people, universe, if you are grabbing from others without contributing anything, that is what is sin. So creating wealth is intrinsic part of life. Krishna says very beautifully in Gita, Gahano karmano gatihi. The universe by its nature works. If you have at least the goal of creating wealth, you will be creative. Your energy will be channeled properly. I can give you the clear guidance. The first priority should be in the life for moksha, enlightenment. Till that happens, the second priority can be creating wealth. Understand? Not grabbing or robbing or stealing. Creating wealth. Anything else is a third priority. And I don't want to talk about third priorities. Creating wealth makes you non-violent because you will be too busy with the people, with the world, with life by creating. First, remove the guilt about wealth from your inner space. Second, understand the expression of life through you is equivalent to the wealth you create, not grab, you create. So the more and more life energy starts expressing through you, more and more you create. Life energy expression and wealth is one and the same. Seekers always justify their poverty as their spiritual quality and innocence. So if you are not wealthy, understand, if you have decided not to create wealth, great. But if you want to create wealth and not wealthy, if you have a greed for the wealth or a desire for wealth and not wealthy, be very clear, you are not a seeker, you are a seeker. Something is seriously wrong in you. Look into it. Wealth itself is not sin. Somebody is having problem because of having, somebody is having problem because of not having. Problem is a problem, wealth is not a problem. Problem is a problem, wealth is not a problem. Person who is having guilt because of having, person who is having guilt because of not having, both are big, you can say very big sickness. I have seen many of these rich men, because they carry a deep guilt imposed on them by society, even though they created their wealth very honestly, in a creative way, because of the guilt imposed by society on them, they live a very miserable life and go on drinking alcohol and trying to have high costly entertainments just to forget this guilt. Many times they come to me for their problems and in need of solution. When I analyze their inner space and life, there is no problem. Then why are they suffering? The only guilt which they are carrying, which is imposed on them by society. I tell them, come on, don't imbibe the guilt given to you by the fellows who are incapable. You do not cheat or grab or be dishonest. That's right. That's enough. But no need to carry a guilt on the wealth, about having wealth. Rich men carry this guilt very deeply. And just to escape from that, they get into all kinds of addictions. And their life is hell. as hell as a fellow who doesn't have money. And the next thing, having is one side, not having. This is a very funny side. Having the desire to have wealth, not having it, but giving a valid reason why they are not having it. This is also another one important slave mentality. We always think work not done plus valid reason is equivalent to work done. And your mind is such a cunning mind, it creates very valid reasons and justifies itself. Why? You are poor, and not only that, adding sacredness to poverty. Who are adding sacredness to poverty. Relax. Don't add sacredness to your scaredness. Because you are scared of life, you back out from life, and for the feeling of scared, you add sacredness. You start saying, no. You see, I am not the kind who can tell lies. This word is a lie. I am not the kind who cheat others. What is there? Little bit, 2 meal, and 1 small house, and 2, 3 piece clothes. That's enough for life. If it is enough, why are you going around and bragging about it? Be content. The fellows who talk about their poverty being their great quality will not keep quiet, because they are trying to make sacredness out of it. It is such a cunningness, how people brag about their wealth and try to create identity. People brag about their poverty and try to create identity. At least when you brag about your wealth and try to create identity, you will be little intelligent, because society would have beaten you, you would have learned a lot of lessons from society, and you will be more creative. But if you are bragging about your poverty and creating an identity, that is the worst cunning identity. I tell you, I faced all problems in my life only from the fellows who claim they are poor and try to create sacredness for poverty. Rich fellows have a lot of maturity, I tell you, and more sincere when they take up spiritual truths in their life. See, I am telling you, I am declaring the new Smriti. I am a Smritikara. Not creating wealth is sin. I am declaring it very clearly. Just like a grabbing, stealing, accumulating wealth in a wrong ways is a sin, grabbing, stealing, robbing, how it is sin. Same way, not creating is sin. It means what? You don't take the responsibility for your actions. Your actions are not focused. It is like just cheating in the name of work. I have seen all types of cheating. I have seen people doing all kinds of cheating. We have this wrong concept. Work not done plus valid reason is equivalent to work done. Work not done plus valid reason is equivalent to work done. It's a very funny. Especially these Vedantis. I am telling you, because I am a Vedanti, I am telling you, I am not criticizing others. I am doing a self-criticism of the whole, the ideology. Vedanta is missed to give a right understanding about wealth to society. Right understanding about wealth is life. I wanted all of you to understand donating or doing charity is nothing wrong, great. Sharing is nothing wrong, great. But being cheated is something seriously wrong. People tend to mix being cheated and charity together. No. If you want to donate and share, great, nothing wrong. But you are doing some work, somebody steals, cheats your money, is something seriously wrong. Be intelligent. Be little more practical. Stop the mental blocks and a deep hatred you carry for work. Please understand. As Krishna says, Gahano karmano gadihi. Life's flow is work. If you are not creating wealth, all your work is happening in wrong direction. Your work is happening more in the line of destruction, not in right direction. The integrity, I am telling you from my experience. Now experience of handling so many worst possible situations in life. Actually, this whole rumors and the problems created around me has made me really rich in life. Economically, I may not have become rich, but in life I have become very rich. Now I know how to handle people. I know who should be trusted and who should not be trusted. I have learned a lot of lessons. Actually, I tell you, these lessons are really worthy of the money we lost. We lost a lot of money. But these lessons I learned are really worthy because it will be asset forever for the whole future. Sometime, the lessons you learn become more valuable than the situations try to hit you. Look in. Remove the deep hatred for work. See, life is by its nature flow. If you create wealth, at least it will be directed in one line of creativity. If you are not creating wealth, be very clear. One, you will be spending all your time in destroying something, somebody, or you will be spending all your time in fighting with you, in depression. Fighting with your own self. Morning half an hour you will argue, whether to create wealth or not. Evening half an hour you will argue whether to create wealth or not. Morning you will argue, I should create wealth. Evening you will argue, no, I should not create wealth. And night you will fall asleep. Between the morning and evening, again, you will be spending time in eating. That's all. After 20 years, what you have done? No, I debated morning whether to create wealth or not. The side of creating. In the evening, debated for not creating. Finally, nothing has happened. Life is wasted. That's all. Not having wealth is a wrong mental setup. Awaken the creativity in you. Remove the hatred for work, creativity. I'll give you further, deeper, exact techniques and process to create wealthy consciousness. First you need to create a wealthy consciousness which is ready to take the responsibility to create and sustain, which is ready to take the responsibility of being creative. For being creative, you need to take many responsibilities. It doesn't happen like a breeze. Even if the breeze happens, you need to be responsible to keep your doors open for the breeze to blow through you, flow through you. N Kriya is a direct technique, method, process for creating a wealth consciousness in you. Of course, now I am developing a clear procedure and process, techniques and technology for creating wealthy consciousness in you. That is what I am offering as a N-Wealth program. As on now, we don't have time to dive into all the aspects of wealth. I'll give you the Vedic way of wealth management, creating and sustenance. In Vedic tradition, we have two major gods representing wealth, Kubera and Lakshmi. Kubera is a guy who holds stock market. Lakshmi is the bank circulating. Lakshmi gives, circulates. Kubera holds, sits on it. Treasury and currency. We have another two dimensions of wealth in Vedic tradition, Sanganidhi, Badumanidhi. Understand? Badumanidhi means flowered wealth, like a lotus, created. Sanganidhi means conquered wealth. Flowered wealth, conquered wealth. Conquered wealth is not robbed wealth. Please understand. Conquered wealth is not robbed wealth. It is not like a Gajni Muhammad coming to Somnath temple and robbing the whole temple, grabbing all the gold and taking it away. No, that is not Sanganidhi. Sanganidhi is conquered from the natural sources. Badumanidhi is made to flower from natural resources. So I'll speak on the different dimensions Sanganidhi, Badmanidhi means creating way. Creating as two system in the Vedic tradition. Sanganidhi, Badmanidhi. And sustenance as two system. Kubera and Lakshmi. So I'll speak on all four dimensions in the wealth management program. How an enlightened man creates and maintains wealth without being touched, but it is created and shared with the world. Please understand, I have the right to talk about this subject because I created. I have created this whole Sangha just based on a clear, the truth of enlightenment. Thousands of rumors may happen around me. People may try to create, but nobody can deny the honest, proper, hard-working way we created this whole wealth and maintaining this whole Sangha. Whenever people donate, I always tell them, wait for at least 1 year. See our activities and lifestyle. Then after that, if you are feeling connected and wanted to support me for what I already delivered to you, give. I wanted you to give only out of gratitude for whatever you have already received. Not expecting anything in the future may be delivered. No. I made it very clear every time when somebody wants to donate. Again and again. And even now I am making it very clear. Anybody wants to donate? See, contribute only for what I already gave you. Not expecting something else I'll give you now, tomorrow, day after tomorrow. No. So I'll talk about creation and sustenance, different aspect and dimensions of wealth in the N-Wealth program. Now, one technique to create the wealthy consciousness in you, which attracts wealth around you, which makes you take the responsibility for your life, not to hide behind work not done plus valid reasons is equivalent to work done. That is the theory with which a slave mentality works, slave mind works. You can't eat the valid reasons. Valid reasons cannot give what you want in the life. Valid reasons are growing out of depression. So let us first create wealth consciousness. I have a few questions. I'll answer these questions. Swamiji, we are exactly 1 month away from April Inner Awakening. Can you say a few words about uniqueness of April Inner Awakening? This Inner Awakening, I'm going to add 3 unique things. Technique for past life regression, techniques for predicting your death, techniques for changing the death, techniques for facing the death and using it as a door to enlightenment, and techniques for levitation. It is going to be a very strong special process and techniques for levitation. One question, I think these are from different centers from around the world. Difference between doing IA and multiple 2-day programs. What is the difference? Won't my mitochondria level increase by doing multiple 2-day programs? See, multiple 2-day programs may increase the mitochondria to a certain level, some maybe 100%, 200%. But the inner awakening is going to increase your mitochondria cell energy not only to more than 1000%, it is going to work on awakening the deeper strands of DNA. See, today if you work on some idea, some technique, and give a break for 1 week, and again start today, next second time when you start, you have to start from zero. It's a practically from beginning. That is the reason I am telling you, if it is continuous 21 days, the process will be strong, solid and permanent in you. So the continuous 21 days is required, not just mitochondria energy level, to awaken the deeper strands of DNA also. That's the reason I recommend 21-day program than multiple 2-day programs. Multiple 2-day programs are more for introduction and give you the first experience. But the 21 days make you stable in that experience. Somebody is asking, I have done LEP, Living Enlightenment process for 48 days. Why should I do 21-day IA program? Again, that LEP is more like a initial introduction. Whatever I created, I just expressed. In the 21-day, everything is specially studied, analyzed.